a pause to it. Who the heck knows? Seriously. Yes, you did.
Here it is about the person too.
You made me
All right,
unlock the door to make sure that it was clear.
I'm gonna take the whole person. I don't need that jacket. I've got a couple others, but I'm gonna need that purse in case I get dropped off by someone else. Oh, I shouldn't have bought it. Heavy luggage. All right, this is my instrument here.
Let's see if that made it any clearer. Who knows? All right.
I didn't think about my hair. It doesn't look bad hair day.
Seriously? There we go.
Oh, all right. Don't crack my neck either. I'll try not to crack it. It's a new pastime.
Okay, here we are with the amazing Bren. Take. All right. Good evening,
Paranormal Partners. Biff and Bren. Welcome.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I like our official uniform. Not today, Satan. Those are much cooler.
All right. So this evening we are going to go down to Stafford, Connecticut. We're about to be picked up by Nicholas Grossman. Ghost Storm is the name of his crew. So we're going to go down there. We have a couple seers, people who actually see what's going on. Bren is one of them. And it's amazing shit to have people that can actually see what's happening.
It's amazing shit to see it.
So we're just doing a little prelude to say, what's up?
What's up? My dad's at the house already. My
Right.
dad said, what's up? My dad's also really old and still does have a Michelob. So for all you, anyone who knows what a Michelob is, fucking A.
And I'm sure anybody who's watching this here probably knows who Lorraine Warren is. She's already here as well. Say hello, Lorraine.
Hello.
That's cool.
It sounded more English than that. It sounded more British than that. Yeah. Like she's just teasing.
I can't remember too much as to how her voice sounded.
No, when she was joking, she was teasing because I do the British accent all the time.
Right.
So she was teasing at me because I talk to her behind your back. No, I mean she comes around when you're not around sometimes.
Right.
All the time.
So she self-identifies as one of my biggest fans.
Mm-hmm.
That is impressive to have Lorraine Warren as one of my fans. So I tip my hat to her. But this is the work that she did. So what does Lorraine think about?
For the record, I never really got into horror movies. I'm not really sure who Lorraine and Ed Warren are. I've got an idea. I've heard about them, that kind of thing. Just so everyone knows, I really don't watch any of that or know anything about who she was in real life, except for him because he met her in real life, which is one of the reasons why she is his fan. So maybe you could give a quick, how did you meet Lorraine?
You'll have to read the book. It's on the Connecticut Ghost Hunters.
All right.
Ghost Stories. Connecticut Ghost Studies. Stories by Charles Rosenet. So what was the other question I want to ask? I got like thousands of questions in this field. So even if she doesn't know somebody, I have the abilities of calling them in. She has the abilities of chatting with them.
Whether I know them or not. So it just comes through, and my personality's like, oh, cool. Whatever's coming through, I'm like, whoa. So there's both at once, kind of. So I'm answering my own questions, and it's strange.
So one strange person that we brought through was Stephen Hawkins. And she was like, why do you want to bring him through? And then her spidey senses went on. She's like, I'm not getting into the middle of any of your arguments.
I hear it coming. I said, when you tell me who he was, I'm like, oh, hell no. Here comes a Biff debate. Hell no. Got to get going.
You don't like the Biff debates?
Not when they're with me. It's totally entertaining when you're yelling at everybody else.
But long story short, we had a complete atheist who didn't believe in God, didn't believe in heaven, didn't believe in anything other than, technology and what man pretty much told him. And he mastered what man told him with knowledge.
Yeah.
So when when you finally agreed to me bringing her in, it took me 3 months to get her to agree to it. And I said, well, what does he got to say about
it? It was 3 months at a Rolling Rock. Okay.
A few Rolling Rocks. And I asked her, what does he got to say now? Matter of fact, Stephen.
He's here. You said his name. When you say a person's name, they come through to me, for most psychics at least.
How's he doing? Good. He doesn't mind me telling the story, does he?
He's kind of uptight, yeah.
He's uptight.
Yeah. He's nervous. I think that's what the best it is.
How could he be nervous with such a genius?
He didn't have social skills, he's saying. Yeah.
Wow.
The camera kind of thing. The social skill part, man.
After we pretty much blew his mind with being able to connect down here while he's up there, has he tried to peep in on any of the work that we've done?
No, he's got a lot to process from what he's already seen.
Right.
Because who he was with the atheism and teaching other peoples of the atheism, and so now his entire belief system is like what he was when he crossed over is like, my entire belief system's incorrect, and I have to change my entire perspective on everything. So he's adjusting still. How long has he been gone? I feel like it's been a while. Like 15?
I think it's been at least a year since we brought him through. So you would think
not adjusting well. Really? Out of all the people up there, he's not adjusting because he was. I think he's saying there's guilt for doing. It's not about him as well. It's about all the people he taught to think in a way. So he screwed them all over too because they have a difficult time crossing over. See what I'm saying? Guilt. Because what he taught them was that's evil. It prevents them from crossing over properly.
But what's done is done. Has he met Jesus yet?
Yeah.
Then you know that you're forgiven. So what I would like to do
he says I still feel some sense of needing to give penance, and I don't use that word ever. So penance.
No, that's odd for a freaking atheist.
Yeah.
Wow. So. What do you have? So the first time I asked you what you had to say, you said, I'm sorry. It was cut, dry, and blank. And when I wanted to question more, the lovely Bren attacked me in your defense and said, isn't that good enough for you? What the hell do you want from him? So
he's very shy and awkward when you call him forth. And I just feel bad for him because, like I said, he still has a sense of guilt that he's working with.
If he wants penance, now is his time to give you messages that can be recorded.
He said, my penance is I'm ready. I'm planning my next lifetime, what I need to do to make up for this lifetime. You see what I'm saying?
But when you come into the next lifetime, you're going to have a blank slate. Like, I don't remember what I did last.
My subconscious will not be blank.
Really? His subconscious won't be blank?
You come into this world with whatever you are.
So is he trying to say that his last go-round was his first go-round, or he was always an atheist?
No, he just had a lesson to learn. Everybody's got their own lessons to learn. Maybe more faith. I think you see what I'm saying.
Right. So has he ever met?
He probably he's saying throughout the lifetimes I've been struggling with having faith to the point where I went to the extreme and didn't believe it. Nothing, and taught people to believe that too. So he's like, my lesson in this lifetime was to learn to believe. And unfortunately, it took me this many lifetimes, and I'm still processing it on the other side. I'm still going. Right. And it does take them a while. Healing Cocoons, if anyone reads books by Sylvia Brown on crossing over, there's a healing cocoon when people cross over, especially in suicides. It's hard to reach them or get through to them. They call it a healing cocoon, where the suicides in particular, but as well as people like Stephen Hawking who have things to process, will be unavailable and kind of it's just in white. It's a cloud, a rainbow cloud around them when I see it, and I couldn't reach a couple people for 8 months, I want to say. And she says 8 months to a year is what she said, so she's not wrong. So her books are really on point. They're old, but yeah. All right. Tangent.
So did he ever meet Lorraine Warren? Did we ever call Lorraine in before him, or is this their first time meeting? Lorraine
no, she was there. She was at the fire. She's saying she was at the fire.
Oh, she was there?
He's a little more shy. I'm telling you, he's awkward about the whole thing.
So who has he been hanging out with up there now that he's up there, even though he's still shy? Who does he gravitate towards?
His mother.
His mom?
He was a mama's boy, he said.
Right.
Yeah. I was her only son.
Has he met Kenny Rogers yet?
No, I have. No, I have not, but now I have. I hated Kenny Rogers' music. It's Kenny Rogers stands right there.
No, sir, that is so freaking funny.
I can't even. I'm just a sport bro. He's just smiling. What are you gonna do, right?
That is too
Stephen
funny.
Hawking is blunt as fuck. I didn't know who he is in real life, but
Wow. So who did Stephen Hawking listen to? Beethoven?
Yeah.
Bach? Well,
he said I preferred silence to anything in classical and jazz. Classical and jazz, I don't like words.
Right? So
He's a math guy. He's a math science guy.
Yeah.
I don't like words.
So have you ever brought in Beethoven or Bach or any of those two? Yeah. Right.
We just did.
Really?
Well, duh.
So is Stephen smiling now?
He's intrigued. I got an eyebrow raise. That's all I got.
Right?
Yeah, he's hard. I don't know what he's like in real life. I think that's why he's an atheist. He's hard to fucking impress, man.
Right. Well,
what eyebrow raise?
with the eyebrow going up, that's like, oh,
like that's slighted. That's a big thing. I'm saying.
All right. What just happened here? Is this a magic trick?
What's going
Look at
on?
the magic trick. So I guess he could chat with Beethoven and Bach now. That is a trip. He just called her name.
He's like, I don't really care, but my mom does, and we called my mom, and she's here and with them.
So his mom likes
and
him?
mom does.
Wow. Cool.
Mm.
His mom does, right?
Yeah, he's with his mom.
Right.
Yeah, mama's boy, totally. Very, they're like this. They're gonna come together in the next lifetime, and whatever they do, they're gonna follow each other. So his mother was like the kindred spirit.
Maybe they'll be born as twins.
He didn't have any friends. He was always too smart for everyone his own age, and he just had I feel like he's on the spectrum. Like if they were able to test that today, you know what I'm saying? Because it's mostly brilliant, but no social skills.
At what age was he put in a wheelchair? What put him in a wheelchair?
I heard car accident, and then they're pointing to the bottom down here, like one of the last vertebrae. Whatever happened here, cut off nerve damage. Like that was it.
Right. So did he have most of his knowledge before the accident?
His arms were working, but they were having atrophy. He could still do this on his wheelchair. He could do certain things. You know what I'm saying? But he said he felt almost paralyzed by the end because it was the atrophy in the muscles. There's nothing left. There was just nothing left but a shell of my body.
All right. What else do we want to venture into? Oh, Lorraine. So told that this might be a shapeshifter. Now, I've heard of shapeshifters that jump into human forms and walk around. They can call shapeshifters, skinwalkers, stuff like that. Have you ever heard of a shapeshifter that stays in the realms? I've never heard of a shapeshifter that stays in the realms.
The answer is no. As soon as your voice gets slightly questioning, I get the answers. Yeah. So you don't have to finish the whole sentence. I don't even need to know what the fuck you're speaking about. Right. But repeat the question because it's a no.
So basically she's on the same mindset that I'm on. Someone's telling me that this thing that we're going to investigate tonight is what was the word I used? Transform, not a skinwalker, but the other one.
Oh, shapeshifter. There you go. Okay.
Someone's telling me that we're going to see and be ready to meet a shapeshifter, but I can't picture a shapeshifter being in one shape in the spiritual realms, or a shapeshifter. I suppose it can happen. A shapeshifter taking form in something else in the spiritual realms.
She's just said it's a demon. You're gonna see.
It is a demon.
You're gonna see it.
Right.
To me,
right.
I'm gonna see
You're
it.
Gonna see it. Whoop whoop.
My sight's getting better. I say whoop whoop, but like spiritual awakenings are fun.
Is this demon given the correct name? He's saying his name is Robert.
I have been Robert in past lifetimes. Demons do incarnate. Interesting, because I've called somebody I know a demon. I'm like, if you did Exorcist on him, he died because he is the demon.
So
that's true in some cases. It's true.
You just called in a demon?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Wow.
When I worked with Chris's, I talked to him.
What's his demon's name?
What? The one who calls himself Robert.
That one came in?
Yeah. You use Robert. Use his name.
So I'm told that you know that we're coming, Robert.
He just shook his head, yes. He didn't make noises.
So are you gonna stay there and welcome me in, or are you going to not make yourself known this evening? Well, he said you're gonna see him.
Yeah, he said I'm doing what I can right now to prepare myself. I'm trying to remain calm because if I get, they're camera shy too. Stephen Hawkins is camera shy. If this demon Robert is like, I'm trying to remain calm because I do want to be. I'm willing to be caught on camera the whole night. I'm willing to do it. He's like, but I have to remain calm because like the personality I was, whatever he must have been a serial murder or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
He must have done something horrible to continue to come.
So has he heard of me before now? Well, apparently he knows I'm coming.
No, but the way he's looking at you, like he's nodding and he's not speaking. He's just very like what and wide-eyed. He's seeing your light. He's getting what's going on, but he's still showing up.
Cool.
He's very strong yet. Like you don't have you could be a very strong demon and still be afraid of the camera, I guess, or people or whatever.
So what would he consider himself to be on a scale of 1 to 10 level-wise, and power-wise, and pecking order-wise?
I don't want to rate myself. I have too much arrogance. What do you think? He says to me. So I'm going to guess.
So he wants you to guess?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
All right.
I heard don't insult me as I'm thinking. I'm still thinking of don't insult me. I know where I did. I'm a 6 and I heard don't insult me. I'm like,
wow. So he's better than a 6?
Nobody thinks he is. I was going with 6. He got pissed. I don't care if he's pissed.
Right.
That's my fucking answer. Whatever. I'm not arguing with him.
So
We'll tango later.
Does he communicate?
This will be weird.
Wow.
This will be weird later.
We should almost take a lot of this conversation and leave it for the event.
I know, but we never do. We never. You know what's great is like we would have the greatest shit without filming it. And
well, luckily tonight we got this camera going. There's gonna be at least 4 cameras going for this evening's event.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let me know where to see him behind your camera and stuff, because I'm telling you, if you heard me see what I said, I was behind Nick's camera. You could hear me on his.
Nick's wasn't working.
All right.
That was my camera.
All right, you can. Dick told me, "Watch out! You're almost on the camera."
Right.
So you can't. I screamed out.
Right.
You have a loud voice. So I told you, you're gonna be able to hear me on that one.
He was protecting my camera. His fried out. They sucked all the energy out of his. His wouldn't work.
Oh yeah. Right. I thought he got it back together for some reason.
So I just want to make sure that
I wasn't paying attention.
That's right. 6:08. All right. So we've got a ride showing up at 6:30 to take us to Stafford, Connecticut. So we will be meeting Robert, and Robert is going to show himself to her.
He just showed me big bushy black eyebrows going like up and down. Everyone's got the eyebrows. Now my dad comes in and he used to do this face with his eyebrows. Everyone's gonna do it to me now because they're all here doing it to me.
That is funny.
Now Kenny Rogers doesn't. He goes. Everybody's gonna play. What's that about?
This is too funny.
Everybody's gonna wait. They're all in the same room. They're just chilling now. They're all here. We didn't call them out.
So is Lorraine excited for this evening?
She insulted Robert again. She goes, "It'll be cool." She goes, "He's not that tough to take down." Robert's like, and he's like, he's acting like you're daring him, which is really cool because it's gonna be a fight. How's the gym been going, dude? Get the glass out of the room. Don't break shit. Because we're antagonizing him. You do know this, right? We're all calling him less powerful than he thinks he is.
I haven't antagonized him once yet.
Well, I have.
Right.
Lorraine has.
I don't even want to. That's why I asked if he heard of me. Because
when he's free, when he's standing in there, he's like, he was right there. He's right there by the dining table the whole time. If I keep looking that way. But anyway, as soon as you call, he's like, big eyes, very serious. Just eyeing you up, kind of like eyeing up the competition,
eyeing up the competition,
looking at you. Oh yeah, he's ready for a fight. He thinks he's gonna take you down. I'm telling you, this should be interesting.
What I will do for you, Robert, is I won't even challenge you in my location because I did call you in. I mean,
he's not
trust. If I don't call you in, I do not want you to stay here when I'm gone, nor do I want you to come back if I don't call you back. You understand that, correct?
If you win tonight, I'm gone.
Robert.
Like you vanquish a demon kind of a thing, I'm gone.
Robert, I will save that part of the conversation for the actual evening.
I'm gonna put up a fight. He's talking shit now. You got him going. I got him going. Somebody did. He's gonna put up a face down.
So can he see my wings?
Yes.
Does he have wings?
No. There's black smoke shape shifting that kind of looks like, but it's black smoke behind him. Like he has wings, but they're evil or something. I can't weird. They're black smoke. They're not where they should be, where they used to be. He said where they used to be. What does that mean? What, he turned evil at some point? Oh no. Ooh, this would be interesting.
Fallen angel that lost his wings.
Yes. What happened? The nosiness. I can't wait. This would be great. Let's get him to talk before it all goes crazy.
Oh yeah, I do. I want to resume this here. We'll resume the conversation with Robert at that location. So
I'm interested in talking to him a little bit more, but
so
he's ready to dance.
How can he describe what does he see my wings like as he's looking at them right now?
Very natural, like a dove, and I don't know why he says like a dove, but white and like he sees them spread. I don't know who else. I think Lorraine sees them big and spread like that. He doesn't see them as big as Lorraine does, but he sees them spread. So he might be underestimating you. So it's all a game of let's underestimate. Underestimate me. That'll be fun.
Well, it'll be I don't know if I would call it a pleasure, but it will be it will be nice. It'll be very interesting, nice to chat with you when we get to this next location.
Right.
So we will definitely see you at the next location. He probably wants to eavesdrop on what's going on here now.
I don't know what lifetime is evil in, but he's showing me a top hat, and I'm feeling like he was very high society in the late 1800s. He's got the top hat like Abe Lincoln almost, but a little bit shorter, and he goes like this when like the fight is on, like a gentleman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, is he a demon or is he a poltergeist? What is his actual? What does he consider himself to be? You said demon. Is he a demon or a poltergeist?
I don't know how to classify myself.
Ask him to classify
That's what he said.
himself. Wow. So apparently, you've never left Earth after you died.
I've been to the fourth realm.
You've been in the fourth realm. Yeah.
Have you been to heaven? No. You're asking one question.
No, or hell.
Define hell, he just said. So
define hell.
I guess there's different dimensions of hell, he said. There's different dimensions.
It's
different
not,
levels.
It's not the fourth realm. And where was it all the lights? Is that the fourth realm or the fifth light? Fifth realm where we
the fifth is where we cross into the light.
Okay, so it was the fourth realm where all the fireflies were going off, where we were releasing millions of people.
Gotta go to the light. Right.
So
but
weren't you watching all of those people in the fourth realm disappear around you?
You can't convince me that I'm not evil. That's what he said.
I can't convince you that you're not evil.
So basically,
so he wants to be called evil. So he feeds.
He doesn't forgive himself. See what I'm saying? I know this is going to sound crazy, especially to people who are like, if Jesus forgives you, all is great. Forgiveness, honestly, with crossing over, the most people I've seen that won't cross over can't forgive themselves. The drug addicts, the suicides, and they don't forgive themselves. In this lifetime, you need to forgive yourself for anything and everything that you've done, which is of course a part of self-love, but it's forgiving yourself. And we're talking to this guy right now, Robert, who refuses to forgive himself. So in which case he won't leave and try to go for the light because he doesn't feel worthy. And constantly we heard that from people who don't want to cross over. I'm not worthy. It's what people call the low lives, the scumbags, the hobos, the drug addicts. I'm not worthy type of mentality that keeps them stuck even when somebody tells them, no, it's okay. They refuse to believe you. They don't want nothing to do with it. Because they're so... I'm thinking of a tarot card. If anyone knows tarot cards, it's the Eight of Swords and the girl's bound. Like, she can't free herself. But she... it's a mental imprisonment. She doesn't realize she's stuck, but doesn't realize she can free herself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, he could have always freed himself, but he never figured out how to go to the healing place to forgive himself. That's why you should do it on Earth before you go. Forgiving yourself is like one of the best keys to crossing over in general.
So look at Robert's face.
Mustache, yeah.
And
dark mustache.
What's the face he's making when I raise my glass?
I didn't see him. But he put on opera glasses.
He put-
He has, you know how they go like this? He put on opera
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah. It's funny.
So what are they? What are they though? Crap! I don't know what you call opera glasses.
Well, those are spectacles.
But the point,
If you put on
the point is, he's trying to get a closer view. You know what I mean? He's going to be very interested in. It's going to take that to get him. You know?
No, it's not.
No, but when I'm just saying, he wants to see it. He's not going to go until he sees it. That's why he's showing me the he's like, I want to see that. He wants to see it. He wants to see you make the holy water. He doesn't want to see it coming at him, but he wants to see it.
So if
he feels being vanquished is better being in the torture that he's been in the realms where he hates himself and did wrong things. And he was a murderer and he committed suicide. He's saying,
wow.
So it was what he said. It was a family thing. Oh my God, it existed back then. He said, I killed my family and killed myself.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. This is a lot of good stuff that we're gonna repeat.
Yeah, ask the same question.
We gotta ask a lot of the same questions.
Yep.
Back to because we're spilling the beans on a lot of good stuff.
I know. Look at us. We should have done something else.
All right. So in about an hour and 15 minutes, we are going to meet Robert, and it is my personal opinion.
I made an excited face. I'm excited for this.
You made me excited.
I was like, I thought you meant, you know why? Because Nicholas on fucking Facebook is Nicholas Robert. So like, we're gonna meet Robert. I was thinking Nicholas. I was like, wait a minute, why am I?
Robert.
I'm getting hyped up for the wrong person here.
All right, so we're gonna cut this one short, and we are going to have some fun in a little while.
I know. Well, Kenny Rogers is the only one who said goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, Kenny.
Oh, Prince came in real quick, waved his cigarette.
Cool. So was Prince watching from the distance?
Yeah, he came in. He goes, I come in when you call Kenny Rogers. He goes, for some reason, they must be friends, good for hanging around. We call them in together all the time. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we start calling in celebrities, they seem to come in like right together and they've gotten to know each other on the others. Oh my God, my father and Kenny Rogers hang around.
Wow, cool.
My father listens to all that music. I know every word of every 8-track he ever heard.
All right, so did the other Robert go back home to where he's at, or is he still hanging out here?
He's still hanging out here, and he just said I could be in more than one place at once. So he can't be there and here. You know what I mean?
William,
makes sense.
We should Mike. We'll do that on a whole separate video for you. We'll chat with your dad. All right. A buddy of mine, Mike Box.
No, okay. Coffee, but